It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up next is the Commanders, reigning league MVP. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Commanders and the Bengals, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now they just have to guard against complacency. You still get...
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Touchdown, Washington! A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Barber flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown! A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. Throwing to start the drive. Barber. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Big yardage that time for Washington. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, oh, they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rolling to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And just shutting him off there. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Big yardage there on the scramble, and it gets him a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and free him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Dancing to his left. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had 3 touchdown passes in the game last week. He's already got 3 here in the first half alone as his guys start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Barber. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. They got 29 yards that time.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Barber, flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in...
Well, we're in the last... The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. On 1st and 10, Barber steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. Powering his way forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Forced out to his left. Oh, he bowls it. And he shot to tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball,
he's got the 3 touchdown passes through the air. Last drive showed off a little bit of that versatility, ran one in. So 4 total touchdowns for him here as they start out 1st and 10 on this drive. Throwing to start the drive. Barber buying time to his left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one.
another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Barber. This one complete to Patton. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Barber being chased out left. Oh, a heck of a move. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's multiple times now he's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The Washington offense set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep
taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And the Washington offense going back to work. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing to start the drive. Barber. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barber flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
And Washington now going to use the first of timeouts.
That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Left side, it's complete.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Barber eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking